answer them with the facts, not fear. Joining us today is Dr. Andrew Carroll, who's on the board of directors for the American Academy of Family Physicians. Hi, Dr. Carroll. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, Trent. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, too. Let's get to our first question here from a viewer. How soon will there be a vaccine? If we don't have it soon, could we have another outbreak in the fall?
That's a really great question. We know that we are already in clinical trials for vaccines. There's some folks who have already gotten the shot. We're at probably at least a year from a vaccine. From what I understand, they won't be able to grow this in egg culture, so it's going to have to be grown in cell culture. So it's a little bit complex to set that up, but probably a full year. So to the question is whether or not we could see another surge. Yes, we could. And I hope that we're ready at that point to test everybody and screen everybody so that way we can do the social isolation necessary like we're trying to do right now before it becomes a huge problem like it is right now.
All right, another viewer texted us this. If you can't get a test, is it worth it to pay the extra money to get a test from the other providers?
I think that the message that we're giving out right now is if you've been exposed to coronavirus and or you have the symptoms and you can't get a test, treat yourself as if you knew, because really there's not a lot we're changing in people who have it. So if you have coronavirus or you don't have coronavirus, the treatment's the same. You stay home, you rest, you take Tylenol if you're feeling feverish. That's it. So always, first thing, if you feel like you have symptoms, call your primary care physician. They're probably going to ask a lot of questions of you, maybe even bring you in. You might have flu. I've already run into a couple people with strep throat and some mono lately. So just because you have the fever and the sore throat and the cough, it's not always COVID. So it's always a great idea to talk to your primary care physician first.
Okay, good to know. Also, our last question from Facebook. If I go to a grocery store where someone has tested positive, can I get it from the air?
So remember that we know that COVID is transmitted through air. We also know it's transmitted primarily through surfaces. So if there's somebody who was positive and coughed next to you as you walked through that cloud, yes, you're probably going to pick it up that way. But all respiratory droplets eventually fall to surfaces. So that's where most people are picking it up, is by touching a doorknob and then touching your face. So again, sanitize, wash your hands, do not touch your face. That's the best way to prevent it. You can go to the grocery store, just take the proper precautions and stay 6 feet away from other folks.
Always a good reminder. Dr. Andrew Carroll, we thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Trent. Yeah, have a great day.
You too, thank you. Remember, you can get our complete coverage on the coronavirus by texting the word FACTS to 602-444-1212. And on the 12 News app, you can find everything you need to know there. Still ahead, how